Good morning. Welcome to your Sunday morning, early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day. And I hope you're having an awesome Sunday, just getting it started here. But if any of my down under people pop on, then we know they're ending up their day. So let's start with some breathing as usual. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Carolyn. You're first today. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome, welcome. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And now I want you to just do a body scan from head to toe. Just kind of, sometimes it's easier if you close your eyes. Just scanning your body and noticing what you feel in your body. One of the things I become aware of is that my legs are at peace. Prior to doing the breath work with my friend Bobby on Friday, I had bouncy legs really bad. And usually, I'd had years where that wasn't the case. So I needed to reflect on that. What are my legs wanting me to know? It was very helpful. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Looks like someone else has popped on, but your name isn't rolling. Glad you're here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the hearts and the rainbow. Much appreciated. I think today is supposed to be really warm here. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Gwen. Welcome. It's starting to pop in now. This is awesome. I think we're supposed to get up to 73 today. Wow. Wow. I'll be in a meeting early this morning, but after that, all bets are off. I can do whatever I want. Good morning, Janine. Glad you are here. So I'm going to show you an artifact and have you guess which card deck we have today. So I love the cute little bag that this card deck comes in. Good morning, good morning. Glad to have you here, Mel. Thank you for all the fun little icons, especially the rainbow. Love that rainbow. 81. Wow. Wow, wow. Yeah, I'm one of those people, high 60s, low 70s. That's sort of my sweet spot. So then I can get things done outside. So for our card deck today, we have Virtue's Reflection cards. And what I want to do is, certainly I'll read you the card, but I also want to read the card that is describing the project, because I think it's very telling. It's telling. So, again, one more nice deep breath. Yeah, and if it's this hot at this point, middle of April, what is it going to be middle of July? Probably don't want to ask. So anyway, this is describing the Virtues Reflection cards. Virtues are the essence of who we are. They are described in the world's sacred traditions as the qualities of the divine and the attributes of the human spirit. Good morning, Ruth Ann. Glad you are here. Welcome. The qualities of the divine and the attributes of the human spirit. And I think when we think of virtues, sometimes, again, that's one of those words that's gotten a little bit loaded, has some connotations around it. But I like thinking about it this way, that it's qualities of the divine and the attributes of the human spirit. They are the content of our character and the basis of genuine happiness. The Virtues Reflection cards offer an opportunity to reflect on and practice the virtues. This simple spiritual discipline can transform our lives. There's a set of 100. My guess is if I said to any one of us, okay, name off some virtues, we'd get a handful. Good morning, Paula. Welcome. Glad you're here. Maybe we could name, 10, 20 if we're lucky. There's 100. There's 100. And if you think about living your life from a place of 100 virtues, how cool is that? So, the mission of the Virtues Project is to inspire the practice of virtues in everyday life by helping people of all cultures to describe the transformative power of these universal gifts of character. The virtues are spiritual life skills that help us to live our best lives. And the evaluation that went into creating this card deck involved more than 90 countries. 90 countries. So this isn't limited to the United States, and in fact, I'm going to suggest probably has a much broader, kinder perspective when you ask other countries beyond the warrior nation that is the U.S. Good morning, good morning. We have my favorite number 8 people on right now. Love it, love it. So, and again, I want us to ponder these cards from that deep place of how does this grow me and how does it help foster growth in people around me? So our card today is thoughtfulness. Thoughtfulness. And again, that might be a word that to you, kind of like virtues, has connotations, because we know, especially as women and women of a certain age, that we can overdo the thoughtfulness to our own detriment. Good morning, Beth. Glad you're here. This is about healthy thoughtfulness. Healthy thoughtfulness. So let's read it. Thoughtfulness is kindness guided by empathy. Kindness guided by empathy. Good morning, Bobby. Glad you are here. Welcome. We are doing thoughtfulness today. It is carefully considering a course of action with discernment and honesty. And for those of us who are kind of type A, I mean, I certainly can look back over my life and think of some of the decisions I made where I was not attentive enough. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Not attentive enough to how is this going to impact other people. So I'll give you one example. At one point in the middle of my outpatient mental health career, I moved my office. I moved my office from De Pere, Wisconsin to Howard, Wisconsin, which really was less than 10 miles. I moved it for a thoughtful purpose, which was my daughter was in middle school and having the typical middle school angst. Things were not going well, and I wanted to be closer so that she could walk from school to my office after school instead of school to home. Her dad was there, but he was ride around on the lawnmower kind of guy. So probably wasn't going to get much of what she needed there. So I was being thoughtful of her and what she might need. I wasn't thinking about how is this going to impact the other clinicians in the office staff, etc. It was eye-opening when I announced, here's what we're going to do. And they're like, really? Because it did complicate some of their lives. So, and it was unwitting on my part. But once I got the idea, it was like, wow, we need to pay attention to what might be the ripples of the choices that we make. It is giving importance to other people's needs. That doesn't mean that we, good morning, Barb, doesn't mean that we prioritize their needs ahead of our own, but we consider their needs. How is this decision I'm making going to impact other people? We think about them, observe what they need, and offer our help. We pay careful attention to their likes and dislikes and do things that give them happiness. But again, it's walking a healthy line. It's not, here, I'm going to help you because I know better than you what you need. No, that's not it. It's, oh, looks like she could use some help with that. Would you like some help? If the answer is no, we back off. We back off. We honor other people's sovereignty. We allow them to do what they deem most fitting for themselves. We carefully consider how our actions will affect others. Thoughtfulness helps us move beyond self-centeredness to become true companions. Little gifts of thoughtfulness can brighten someone's day. Send a card. Take someone the $4.99 bunch of flowers from the grocery store. Hey, I was grocery shopping and I thought of you. Here's some flowers. Little things. For $5, you can make someone's week. They last a long time. Lifelong thoughtfulness illumines our relationships with abiding joy and trust. Lifelong thoughtfulness illumines our relationships with abiding joy and trust. Love that. Love that. So here's our quote. It's by Abu el-Baha. Let them at all times concern themselves with doing a kindly thing for one of their fellows, offering to someone love, consideration, thoughtful help. Thoughtful help. Not just any old help, barging in, doing what others want to do for themselves or are choosing not to do, allowing their path, but offering assistance. And again, if the answer is no, that is fine. That is not a rejection of you. The practice of thoughtfulness. So here's some I statements around thoughtfulness. If one of them grabs you, make it your mantra for today or for the week. I care about other people's needs and feelings. Again, not to the exclusion of yours, but you do factor them in. I am discerning in my decisions. I am observant and considerate. And that's those little things, like catching a door for somebody who's carrying a box, or letting someone into traffic when they can't quite find a space to get into the flow. I am observant and considerate. I give tender attention. I do little things that bring others happiness. Again, so one yesterday that I might have done, there was a really long line waiting to check out though. My daughter and I went thrifting, and she found stuff. I didn't find anything. I did at the first place. I found a book from, well, actually no, that was coming out of, oh, I should post that picture. I love food pictures, right? So she and I walked down to a little coffee shop and had breakfast and killed time while we were waiting for, there's a really cool little store called Windows of Light Angels Forever, downtown Appleton, that has tons of rocks and more card decks, etc., etc. I did find a book. Oh, and I gotta tell you that. Look over my shoulder here. Nope, wrong side. There we go. See my bowls? There's my singing bowl set. I emptied off shelves, rearranged some stuff, took out, ready, Cindy? 3 boxes of books. Good morning, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. Awesome to see you. Took out 3 boxes of books. So now I have room, there we go, my flip screen, for my singing bowls. So I was quite happy about that. So now I know I dropped the ball on a story. Oh yes, the book. So when we went to Angels Forever, Windows of Light, there was a book there that I have way more than 3 boxes to go, but I at least made the headway on the 3 boxes. Found a book that just kind of, you know how they jump off the shelf at you? Well, this one did, and it was a yellow cover, and I read the title and I thought, oh, I think my sister Carrie needs that. It just felt like she needs that. So I'll send it out media mail. It'll get there when it gets there. I put a really nice card in with it that my friend Pat made, and my friend Pat is one of those people who's very thoughtful. So when she sent me a payment for a Mary Kay order that I had sent to her, she included 3 of her greeting cards that she makes. And so one of those cards was one of the cards that now I'm sending to Carrie. So again, love the pay it forward stuff. And thoughtfulness can be a big part of the pay it forward stuff. You do something nice for someone, you let them into traffic. They do something nice for the next person. They pay it forward at the Starbucks line. That person does something nice for someone else, on and on and on. The pillow is up a shelf. Whoops. In my flip screen. There's the pillow. I'll see if I can angle it a little more so it's visible. That shelf is so high. And then if you look up here, I literally had to throw this basket up there. Way too high for me. Way too high. So I'll have to call my daughter, who's taller, and okay, girl, help me rearrange this stuff because I can't reach up there. Let's see. I do little things that bring others happiness. I am a caring companion. So let me throw another one out. Tomorrow, you're on your way to work. You're stopping for your regular coffee. Buy a coffee for the person who sits next to you at work. It's a little thing, $5, right? But again, it can make that person's day. And then we're creating that ripple that goes out. Kind of like a while ago, do you remember the book, Holy Moments? It was Matthew Fox, I believe, but little book, Holy Moments. And his gist was this very thing. You do something little for someone and anticipate them paying it forward. Even the buying of the books. I think you could get 6 books for free, as I recall. And so twice I got a round of 6 books and gave them to people. And I have no idea what they've done with the idea since. But that'd be a wonderful one to resurrect in terms of the thoughtfulness card for today. What are some little things that you can do? Matthew Kelly, there we go. There we go. Thank you, thank you. I knew it was a Matthew. And if you can find the link, Cindy, if you want to put that in there, that'd be fabulous. But I love that idea of gifting out thoughts, feelings, little things. There's actually, I've got, let me take it out here. You know how some people do the painted rocks? This one is one someone left in my labyrinth up in the UP. And on the back, she wrote, Fall in the UP 2021, Teresa Frank Art. So she makes a lot of these. And look, it even has the shadow underneath the leaf. Details, right? So I've thought about it. It's speaking to me that at some point soon, it's probably going to want to be left somewhere and see who picks it up. I used to do that all the time with, there was a, what do you call it? Do I have one here? Nope, that's a Mexican coin. But there was a not-for-profit that would ask for, we started to reread the book. Oh, fabulous. Yay. Awesome. Again, there's that mindset that we're wanting to create that's going to spread the ripples of goodness out into the world. They're little angel coins, and they come in like stuck to name labels. They're wanting you to send them money. But I'd take the little coins off, and sometimes I'd carry them around in my pocket, and I'd get a nudge. Ooh, there's a tree trunk. Go put the coin on the tree trunk. Ooh, there's a little nook. Hide it in that little nook. Let's see. And so then I'd go walking later and check to see if it was still there. Good morning, Judy. And oftentimes it was gone. There were trails right behind the motel, and on the far side of that was the school. So the kids would be out in the woods walking around, just hanging. And so I oftentimes think maybe someone's carrying one of those angel coins around in their pocket still, many years later. I just thought that was a cool thing. So I'm so glad to hear you're rereading the book, Carol, and that's awesome. Those of you who have the book, because I know a bunch of you did get them when we were talking about that, see if you can find it. I know where mine is. It is third down on the heap that's on my nightstand. So again, the word for today is thoughtfulness. Just come from a place of thoughtfulness, and let's see how we can improve our world. Have an awesome Sunday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye.